I'm in Jimmy Kimmel's business because I don't have any business of my own. Y'all, I watched the Jimmy Kimmel live show last night, and his opening monologue did not disappoint. Let me tell you how it went down. Okay, Jimmy Kimmel came out to a standing ovation with the audience chanting his name. He made a joke. He was like, okay, as I was saying before I was interrupted, like he's going to continue what he was saying. He said, if you're not joining, we are interrupting your regular episode of Family Feud to bring you this special report. Not sure who had the weirdest weekend, him or Tylenol. He said it's been overwhelming. He's heard from a lot of people in the last 6 days. He said he's heard from all the people in the world or people that he's met. Even Larry from his first job selling donuts. Tell a joke and they get a free donut. It was his first job in Seattle in 1989. He said he was fired. He thanked his late night talk show hosts like fellow talk show hosts like Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Fallon, Jon Stewart, Seth Meyers, Conan O'Brien, Arsenio, Chelsea, even Howard Stern, David Letterman, and he thanked all of us for making our voices heard so that he can be heard. He even thanked the people that didn't necessarily support his show, but support his right to free speech, such as Candace Owen, Ted Cruz, Mitch McConnell, and others. He said, although he doesn't agree with what most of them are saying, he does respect the courage it took for them to speak up. He said the government should not regulate what we do or say on television. Jimmy said, agree with him or not, he never meant to make fun of the young man that was viciously unalived. He said that he made a post about how unfortunate it was that he was unalived and that he feels that his opening monologue was unclear because he feels empathy about what happened to Charlie Kirk and he didn't deserve that. He gets why people on the other side felt some type of way, but that's not what he meant. He doesn't believe that the person that unalived Charlie Kirk had a solution. Violence is never the solution, ever. He then went on to say that he's a person that gets lots of threats against his wife, his kids and co-workers because of what he chooses to say. He said that his show isn't important. The fact that he lives in a country that allows him to have a show like this is important. He then quoted President Biden as saying, political satire is one of the oldest and most important forms of free speech. It challenges those in power while using humor to draw more people into the discussion. That's why people in influential positions have always targeted censorship. You know who wrote that? The FCC Commissioner Brendan Carr. He then played a speech by Donald Trump with him saying, if we don't have free speech, we don't have a free country. If this fundamental right is allowed to perish, then our rights and liberties will topple just like dominoes, one by one. He played that clip with Donald Trump actually saying that. Trump degrading him and his work. He said that Trump tried to cancel him, but instead he forced millions of people to watch the show. Jimmy said that Trump might need to release the Epstein files to distract us from his show at this point. He said that he is grateful for being allowed to voice his opinions, and although he and Disney didn't come up with a formal agreement, he thanked them for letting him back on the air. Y'all, it's a lot more. It's actually up if you don't have television, because a lot of people don't have television. They, have streaming services. It is up on YouTube, but he did not disappoint. He covered everything I wanted him to cover and more. I'm glad that he was able to be light about it, still have the same humor that he normally have. Y'all, it was really good, and this was a very important statement. I am so excited that we all were able to come together, no matter what side you're on, left or right. When we come together, we are powerful. We can make things happen. And that was the most important lesson that I think we learned from this. All right, talk to y'all later. Bye.